So, I've been reading the Black Clover manga for a couple of days, and I have to say that this is becoming one of my favorite manga. I know that it gets unnecessary hate from so many people, and I definitely don't agree about them. More about that on later. And yes, I have to say that this story is actually unique. Perhaps because I haven't read a lot of manga, but it does sound unique and I'm really liking it. And this is sort of an update video on my journey to catch up to Black Clover and talking about it weekly when the new chapter comes. And I'll say this is a review of Witch's Forest and the Royal Knights exam arc, which both are absolutely cool. And let's begin. So let's talk about the Witch's Forest arc. I was really waiting for an arc that's focused on Vanessa, which we haven't had in a really long time, and I was waiting for her because she seemed like an interesting character. Although I didn't know that she was such an interesting character. So Asta losing powers, or maybe him never being able to use magic or able to fight was amazing plot. His friends were trying very hard to get him what they always wanted him to be there in the team. He's like their goal, right? So this was really great seeing the witch's forest being attacked by others, I guess from the Diamond Kingdom. Everything, the plot was amazing. I think I really liked it overall. But first of all, let's take a moment and appreciate the MVP of this arc, and that is Vanessa. This was actually focused on Vanessa. She was ready to give her life away back to the witches just so she could have Asta back on the team. And yes, Asta doesn't really like that. He is here with the others trying to take Vanessa back. But I have to say, Vanessa's power is amazing. String magic was just like Doflamingo to me. I was like, okay, perhaps, but we have weird kind of magic. But her power up form was amazing. The way she uses her powers to create a cat, which is literally the string of fate and changes the fate of anything it touches, and it protects Asta in so many ways. That was really, really cool. Even the witch was really surprised at her power right now. I think the another thing that I need to talk about is Asta's black form, and he finally has something called Black Bull's new different final attacks. He's finally doing some kind of named attacks which he never does. And about this black form, I think Black Asta is just more than it looks. It's going to have a huge backstory and why this form is there, about his grimoire and his connection to the devil, which is being teased a really lot right now. I think there are so many things happening right now and it will be revealed really sooner. I'm waiting for that huge reveal. This kind of looks like Naruto's Jinchuriki style thing, but I'm really excited again. But we have to keep that on hold because this is time for the absolutely must in Battle Shonen anime or manga, and that is an exam type arc or a battle arc between different characters from the main series. I think Bleach is the only one that didn't do this, but yes, we have this Black Clover arc, and I have to say this was actually great. I really liked the battle that I saw. It had some innovative ways, I guess, and again, I guess this is perhaps because I haven't read a lot of manga, but I'm really liking what I'm seeing, and I wish that this arc was a bit longer. But yes, I guess this served its purpose, seeing many people fight. And the main MVP thing about this is FINRAL 2, which I'll be talking about too. And yes, what I thought actually happened. Asta lost his battle against Langris, and I guess that should happen because in most anime and manga, when there's a battle, they have to lose, or the main hero has to lose his first ever competition. It happened with Goku in his first ever Tenkaichi Budokai, and also it happened with Naruto in his first Chunin exam, so much that he had to compete in his Chunin exams in Shippuden. It was really hilarious, and I think that's the same happening with Asta too. He has to lose the first battle to show that he is still weak and is not exactly the strongest in the universe. That has to happen as part of his character development. And also, I'm really starting to like these characters, that is Magna and Luck. Magna Voltia, literally named after magma, is amazing, and Luck Voltia, literally named after volts, which means electricity, is also amazing. I mean, these two character dynamics are amazing between them. These two are really like the actual protagonists, that is Asta and Yuno, but in a different way. They both are kind of psychotic and that they are always fun to watch on screen. I thought this is worth a mention. FINRAL is the kind of character I hated because I didn't know about any of his background story except that he was a scaredy cat and he was into women a lot. And that was a really scary part of the story. I didn't really think he would make it to my favorites list, but now he did. He has become so overpowered, yet he wasn't able to win against his brother, but he has a good story behind him, I guess. I really like that family kind of dynamic he had. He's a really kind guy, and every one of his friends know that. Every one of his friends disrespect him, and yes, they tease him, but at the end of the day, they are his friends. And can I take a moment and tell you how much I hate Langris? I hate that guy. I mean, I would have loved it even if he died in the story. But in typical Black Clover fashion, I guess his story is going to be revamped. He might be controlled by someone from the Eye of the Midnight Sun as it was teased. And there are a lot of stuff to be revealed. And they will probably make me like this character too. Speaking of liking and hating, I have a really great problem, guys. I used to read this manga without any knowledge and I used to like Noelle Silva. That is until I read a few of your comments on different YouTube videos where people kept shitting on Noelle Silva, saying that she is a really bad character. And I don't know how, but I think it affects of what I think of the story. And there was a part of me that started hating Noelle too, thinking she was useless, just like I thought of Sakura Horano. And I'm saying that whenever you guys show negativism, people who watch it and actually like the thing actually start agreeing with you, thus leading into a huge calamity. And I'm really trying hard to think on what I think, and I think Noelle Silva is a good character if given even more time. And I have to agree with that. So I'm really trying so much to avoid hate comments about this series. Another interesting character introduced during these arcs is Zora Ideale. I think he is really amazing. The first thing he came as Zox and it was really weird to look at him, but there was a part of me that was already spoiled on some Black Bull member photos and this guy was in it. I didn't know anything about him and what kind of magic he uses, but I did know that he eventually joins up Black Bulls, which is already a home for strays. And I was already invested in him. Whenever each time he talked, I thought he was the only good guy in here and the others were just different. They were not right. Even Asta. But yes, whenever Asta speaks back, I think Asta was right. There is this weird back and forth that I went on reading this series, but I really liked Zora's character and especially his character design. The drawing looks flawless. But after all, my favorite scene is the scene where Langris is about to kill his brother because of some kind of manipulation in his head, I guess, when Magna, Luck, and Asta all come in light speed and rescue him. And they just threaten him that they might kill him if he makes a move. This was so cool seeing that the bros are here. Just a moment ago before the exam, they were acting as if they don't even know FINRAL. And here they are, risking their lives to do this. That was amazing. And the Captain Vengeance reveal was actually surprising. I was taken aback. Well, I always had my suspicion on the Golden Dawn captain, but I had never realized that he would actually be the leader of the elves who will be the next villain in the next saga, which I'm really excited for because I've heard some good things from a few friends of mine and I hope I don't see those negative comments again. But I was really taken aback, and this was kind of like two souls in one body kind of thing, kind of like multiple personality, but not really. This was actual souls using reincarnation magic. I've read a few beginning chapters of the saga. Next one, I think I have a general idea on what it's gonna be. Kind of a war, but I'm really excited. Up next is the fairy or elves reincarnation saga. I'm really excited for that, as I said, and I will do a review video on that arc alone, I suppose, because I guess it's a really long arc and then I can keep doing these update videos for a really long time until I catch up. And yes, after that I will start doing weekly reviews about that, weekly chapter in-depth analysis, and also in the form of shorts. I already do those for One Piece, so if you don't want to miss out on that, subscribe and like this video and share this with all your friends who are into Black Clover and any other manga and other anime stuff, which eventually I will land on because I love them.